Welcome back, everybody.
Or if you guys are new here, my name is Michelle.
And I'm Jose.
And this is our food and travel channel.
So today is day 8 of our Hawaii trip. What do we have planned for today?
Oh, today I'm excited because we are going to go to Lanakai Beach.
Ooh.
I've heard it's one of the most beautiful beaches here on the island, and I know that parking is difficult, so we are up early to try to get a decent parking space and see the beauty of this beach.
Definitely. And obviously we got some planned eats as well.
We do have some planned eats. I will say the majority of the trip so far, we've been able to eat most of the foods, and then some places we've had to just change up, flip with other days. So all I know for sure is there's some good eats coming up, so stay tuned.
Yeah, you gotta adapt as you go.
Yep.
So yeah, we're just gonna pack up the rest of the stuff we need to pack up, and then we're getting on out of here. So come on with us.
Yep, let's go. Hello. Say hi.
So we made it to the beach. Sorry, I was doubling for the water. We made it to the beach, and this place is beautiful.
Tell them which beach we're at.
Lanakai? Am I saying that right? The
Lanakai
Lanakai
Beach.
Beach. And the views are amazing. You have some smaller islands in the distance, and the beach is just so smooth. The water is so smooth. It's great.
The water is so calm, guys. I
Yeah.
can't, just calming waters, and we're just going to show you real quick.
Yeah.
end of the day, we're exhausted, but it's a good thing because again, we're going out and enjoying Hawaii. So hey, so what did we do today?
We went and saw Lanakai Beach.
Oh,
And I will tell you that it is beautiful.
beautiful beach. Now here's the thing. Obviously there's sand, right? But when you step into the water, it's not sand. It's like these little tiny rocks that have obviously been hitting each other for who knows how long. So they're shaved down nice and smooth.
It's like tiny
They don't
pebbles.
hurt. Yeah, they don't hurt at all. Cool thing, you don't get sand all over the place in places that there shouldn't be sand. I love that beach.
The water was
Loved
nice
it.
and calm.
Yes.
It was clear water. It was just nice and peaceful. And, you know, even though when we got there, it was probably already like, I don't know, like after 9, before 10, just a little before 10. There was like people there, but it was not as crowded
Yeah.
as like some other beaches like Waikiki or like Kuhio. So it was really nice. Like, pro tips, you have to have transportation of some kind to get there. But I will tell you that I think as of like 2 weeks ago, if you didn't already know or not aware of, you can no longer park in the neighborhoods that surround Lanakai Beach.
Yeah.
It is now restricted. There's signs everywhere. You're not allowed to park there, whereas previously before, everybody parked in all of the nooks and crannies on all of the streets. Can't park there anymore. So you have to find parking at the next beach down, and I can't remember the name of the beach. But anyways, that's what we did. And even parking at the next beach over was difficult to find. So if you're patient, be patient and visit Lanakai. Because it's a beautiful beach, and also it has the Lanakai pillbox hike.
Yeah.
Near it.
Which you can literally see from the beach.
And it's just amazing. Like, we didn't do the pillbox. Obviously, you'll know why from day 5's vlog.
Day 5.
What happened to my partner here in crime. But nonetheless, we really enjoyed Lanakai Beach. It's just beautiful. You could see the 2 islands that are just off the shore. It's just picturesque.
Yeah. And so the other beach is actually close proximity to Lanakai. So people were parking over there, and then you had to make the walk. So pro tip, go ahead and swing on by, find out which beach
Entry
access and your entry point to Lanakai you want to do. Drop everything off, have somebody dropped off with it, go park the car, then make the walk back. That's exactly what we ended up doing. Since I couldn't walk, I was the person to man all of the stuff.
And I will tell you guys, it's really not a bad walk.
No, it isn't.
I actually surprisingly measured it with my watch, and it was 0.7 miles from the beach down where there was some parking, and walking all the way down to the entry point that I dropped Jose off. We chose entry point number 7 as our entry point because that was still like the beachy area.
Yeah.
We had gone to the point past 7, and it ended up being what?
It was nothing but rocks. So I had everything, you know, I'm making my way over there. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and surprise Michelle and put the tent up and all that stuff. And then I'm like, got to the edge and saw nothing but cliff and water. There was literally no beach to set anything up. So I was like, ooh, let me call Michelle real quick. Hopefully she didn't make it too far so she can come back, pick me up, and we can move a little bit further down. It's like, whatever.
By that point, I had already made it to the other parking lot. Had to leave, turn back around, but it was fine. I mean, like I said, if you're patient, you will be rewarded with the spectacular views.
Yeah, and look, I totally understand everybody parking on those side streets. It's kind of cramped, so it probably caused chaos for the people that live right there on Lanakai. So, hey, understandable that they don't want people clogging up that area.
Yeah, I mean, we have to keep in mind, you know, we are visiting here, we're tourists, we're vacationers, but people still live here.
Yeah,
So we have to be respectful and mindful of them, their homes, their property, their land.
That is correct. So then after we wrapped up there, where did we go?
We ate a bunch of poke.
A bunch of poke. A bunch of poke.
Poke.
A bunch. We were exhausted. A bunch of poke, and one of the poke came from a grocery store.
At Foodland. Can you believe that?
Great poke.
Foodland.
Foodland.
But it's marked on their container, Hawaii is home for poke.
Yes.
So we had to try it. Mm-hmm. And I will say that it was good.
I mean, it was really good. Super fresh, flavorful. I mean, I was super impressed. Poke from a grocery store. Never thought about that.
Yes, it was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then
It gets funner.
It gets better. It gets better.
It gets better.
We got poke from another spot.
Yes.
And you wouldn't believe it.
Uh-huh.
We got poke from a liquor store.
A liquor store.
It's called Tamura's Fine Wine and Liquor.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they are known here in Hawaii to have really good poke. The locals recommend it.
Yes.
So if the locals recommend it, we had to try it.
Yes, and it had a perfect combination for myself. It had a little bit of sweetness. The flavor was great, but then it had some heat on the one that we decided to get, which had Tamura's
Tamura's
special sauce. Oh, it was unbelievably good.
And guys, if you haven't seen our previous videos, I'm not a spicy kind of eater because it doesn't work well with my stomach, but that Tamura's sauce on that poke, I would eat it. I would sacrifice a moment.
Suffer through the pain.
I would suffer for the pain to eat it because it was delicious. Mm-hmm. It was so good, and both pokes, they were just so fresh.
Oh yeah,
Like-
that's the one thing you can tell here that the
I don't know
freshness
we
is through
find the
roof.
same freshness like this back in the mainland.
Nah, I kind of doubt it, especially where we're at. So, yeah, so we had to just try as many pokes as we could.
Yeah, and then we wrapped up the day with a treat. We went to Thelma's Restaurant, which is a Filipino restaurant, and I was quite surprised.
Yes, I really enjoyed the Thelma special. The the proper way is lechon, right?
Lechon kawale.
Yeah, lechon
Which,
kawale.
for those of you guys who don't know what lechon is, it's pig.
Yep.
It's fried, and it's chopped into small pieces, and it came with
tomatoes, and then what else was
onions.
also? Oh, tomatoes,
and
onions,
it sits in soy sauce.
and soy sauce. The combination was great. The meat was tender. The outside skin was crunchy, and I loved that about that dish. I did not think the tomatoes and onions would go great with it, and everything went perfectly with it. So I was super impressed.
Yes, and it was 2 plate combos that we got. He got the Thelma's special and the mixed pancit, which was different kind of noodles. And then I got, in my 2 plate combo, I got dinaguan and pork adobo. And let me tell you guys,
Oof, they were good.
it was amazing. Like, sometimes dinaguan, for those of you guys who don't know what dinaguan, it's basically a bunch of pork with pig's blood as kind of like the stew or sauce. We tell our non-Filipino friends chocolate sauce. But it was delicious, and sometimes I've had it's not great, but this place at Thelma's was delicious, and then their pork adobo was super tender.
Oh yeah, you just with a fork, you just do this, and it just kind of starts coming apart. It was very tender and very flavorful.
Yeah, we had some turon,
Oh yes.
which is
Taron is basically it's fried banana, but then the outside is what you would use on an egg roll.
yeah, it's an egg roll wrap. It's a banana in an egg roll wrapper fried.
And then some places do things differently. Some do the banana and passion fruit. No, not passion fruit.
Jackfruit.
Jackfruit. Some places do the banana with like the caramelized sugar on the outside. This place, no caramelized sugar, no jackfruit, but the banana was super sweet.
Very creamy too.
Oh yeah, very creamy and
Yep.
very good.
And we also had some Shanghai egg rolls to finish off all of our grinds for the day.
Yeah, and that was basically the end of the grinds, right?
Yeah, I mean, do you think we were able to fit any more?
Do you blame us? Yeah. Do you blame us? So yeah, it was a very productive day. Lanakai was beautiful, so we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, overall, like, if you have the means to get a rental car, definitely get a rental car. book it in advance. Book
Yes.
it in advance. One more time. Book it in advance.
Yes.
Because you are missing out on so many beautiful things this island has to offer if you just stay in Waikiki.
Exactly. So that's basically the end of the day. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. If you can do us a favor, go down there and hit that big old red subscribe button. It lets us build our community here on YouTube, as well as hit the notification bell, drops you a nice little notification that we're dropping new content, and we're be putting out a ton here on Hawaii.
Yeah, and guys, while you're down there, please definitely hit the like button.
Oh, yeah.
And comment down below, have you guys had poke before? And if so, how was it?
Yeah, and have you ever had poke from a liquor store?
Probably not.
No.
But until next time, everybody. Bye.